I'm Gina Markin, owner of Sound Benefit Administration. The purpose of this video is to provide employers and brokers with a sample FSA video for employees to watch when an in-person meeting isn't possible. This video was done for a particular company with a January 1, 2023 planned start date. We'll call this company ABC Company for this video. Let me know if you would like us to create an enrollment video for your company. Now let's begin. Your flexible spending account plan, I'll call it an FSA from now on, is a 12-month plan year from January 1, 2023 to December 31st, 2023. Let's first talk about the healthcare account. You will look at what your family spends on out-of-pocket medical, dental, and vision expenses in the next 12 months. It doesn't matter if your family is not enrolled in the group medical plan. You could have a spouse on a different medical plan, but you will still consider his or her out-of-pocket expenses when coming up with a total you wish to elect. The maximum you can elect this year is $3,050. There is no minimum amount, so if you only plan on getting one new pair of glasses in 2023, elect only $300. What are some of the eligible out-of-pocket medical, dental, and vision expenses? Medical office visit copays, prescription copays, deductible expenses, coinsurance expenses like chiropractic, acupuncture, naturopathic, physical therapy, etc. Over-the-counter expenses like aspirin or cough syrup, Band-Aids, Neosporin, even women's menstrual supplies are now eligible through the healthcare account. Dental expenses like your part of a filling or a crown or orthodontia. Vision expenses like glasses, contacts, contact solution, drugstore readers all over the house. What is not eligible are personal use items like toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. Cosmetic things like cosmetic surgery, teeth whitening, or elective surgery are not approved by insurance. They are not eligible for this plan. Herbs, minerals, vitamins, and supplements are generally not eligible, but if they treat a specific medical condition, it might work. Vitamin E prescribed to treat eczema, for example, will work. A multivitamin for well health will not work. Let's talk about why you might want to run out-of-pocket medical, dental, and vision expenses through your FSA. It's all about tax savings. If you elect $1,000 and you are a low-paid employee, you could expect to save about 25% in taxes. That's a $250 savings on things you already spend money on. Here's the best part about the healthcare account. If you elect $1,000 for this 12-month year, you have $1,000 available to you on the first day of the plan, January 1st. If you or a family member have been waiting until you could afford that dental crown, make your appointment in January and have your full election available to you. This is a great planning tool each year. If your doctor suggests you have a surgery this summer, tell him not until January 1st next year when we have a new FSA election. Here's the worst part about the healthcare FSA. It's the use it or lose it plan. If you elect $1,000, please make an election on what you know your family will spend, not on what you might spend. Don't make an election on the fact that your son is playing sports and just might break his arm and incur deductible expenses. Base your election on the fact that a member of your family has a maintenance drug they take every month and the copay is $25. Multiply that times 12 months and elect it. It's a sure bet because they're not going to go without that medication, so you will not lose any money. If you need a second pair of prescription sunglasses, find out what insurance will pay and guess what your patient responsibility will be and elect that amount. Then go out and get the glasses. If you find it's December 31st and you have not used up your entire balance, you have an additional 2.5 months to spend down that unused balance. Let's say your unused balance is $200 and you sign up for the new plan. You incur a $500 expense early in March. We will apply 200 of it to satisfy your old unused balance and 300 of it towards the new plan year. After March 15th, you will have an additional 60 days to submit claims incurred between January 1st and March 15th. It's like a 14.5-month plan. And then we'll close the old plan and any unused funds will be forfeited. Remember, if you elected $1,000 and saved 25% or $250, then if you came up to $750, you broke even. You will receive a debit card with enrollment in the Health FSA. Each time you swipe your card, you'll get an email. When you swipe your card at a doctor's clinic or pharmacy, you'll receive an email that tells you it has been auto-substantiated and no further action is required on your part. Every other time you swipe your card, you'll get an email that requires you to provide backup for the card swipe. We have a mobile app to make things easier. If you went to the dentist and they handed you an itemized statement, take a picture of it with your smartphone, enter a few details, and upload the backup for your card swipe. You can also upload the claim using your PC. You can also fax it to us or even email it, although that's less secure. If you don't provide the backup we need for everything except office visits and prescription copays, your card will be deactivated in 14 days. We need that backup. We will continue to ask for it, and if we don't get it, you will be required to reimburse your employer for the amount. Now I'd like to talk to you about the dependent care spending account. I'll call it a DCAP. It does not work like the Health FSA in front-loading your election amount on day one of the plan year. Let's say it's January 1st and you're paying your daycare provider. You submit the daycare invoice to us. If you don't have a daycare provider who provides an invoice, we also have a different form that you can use. You can even use a non-licensed daycare provider. We now have your invoice for, let's say, $500. On your first payroll date in January, you'll have a certain amount deducted from your paycheck. Let's say it's $200. Your check is not $200 less. It's only $150 less because of the 25% tax savings. We know you've been paid, so we're going to put $200 into your personal bank account by direct deposit. Each payday, we reimburse you $200 until we've fully reimbursed all the daycare claims you've sent us. Send us claims each month and we will continue to reimburse you each payday. The 2.5-month extended grace period also works for the DCAP plan. If you have an unused balance on December 31st, you have until March 15th to spend it down and another 60 days to submit claims. On May 15th, we will close the plan and any unused funds will be forfeited. You won't get a debit card if you sign up for the DCAP plan because it's not a front-loaded benefit. You'll need to submit a claim form. It's in this guide. Some of you who find you paid for healthcare expenses without using your debit card will want to use this claim form also and submit your expenses for reimbursement by direct deposit. If you used a non-licensed daycare provider, we have a form for you. Last, I want to talk to you about the premium savings account. You may not think about this, but if you have any premiums coming out of your check for medical, dental, or vision expenses, they will continue to be paid with pre-tax dollars. Don't worry, this isn't an account you have to keep track of or send us anything. The FSA is under IRS Code 125, which includes the ability to pre-tax your premiums, so we like to mention it each year. If you make no changes to elect pre-tax insurance premiums, then you'll be automatically continuing to pre-tax them in the new year. If you have any questions about how a flexible spending account works, please email them to sba@soundadmin.com. If you want to see a more extensive list of eligible medical, dental, and vision expenses because you're wondering if something is eligible or not, go to soundadmin.com Click on Resources, Forms and Info, and then pick Eligible Expense Code 213D from the list. You will download a 21-page list that is alphabetically ordered so you can quickly and easily find what you're looking for. To enroll in either the healthcare or dependent care accounts, check with your human resource manager. You will be completing an enrollment form or making an electronic election. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation.